Give me 1 second, guys, and I am about to be live in a few seconds. 1 second, I gotta make sure we live on Educated Hustler. We live on Hustler Taught Me. We back in this thing. What's up, y'all? What's good? What's good? What's good? What's up to everybody? All of my hustlers, man. What's popping? Let me make sure we got that audio. All right, we got that audio. We good. We Gucci, man. I'm up in the building. What's up, man? We live. We live. We live. We are live, guys. I'm excited, not only because I'm live with you, but because we are still grinding. We got another day, another dollar. Now, guys, I ain't been alive in a minute. Now, I ain't been alive in a minute. You feel me? So, you know, I really want to, thank everybody for supporting, watching. I appreciate you all, like I really do. And I want everybody to know that my pure intentions with YouTube recently has been literally, guys, to try and fix what I feel is holding me back, which is like, I think I'm too consistent, uploading too much. So I've been trying to like take a little break, trying to just compose myself. But I'm back, man. I missed y'all, man. I missed y'all. All right, so now let's hop into what we want to talk about today. I got like 30 to 40 minutes, and then I gotta head to a meeting. But and it's a meeting with a distributor, actually, believe it or not, for something at like a sports complex, because if you guys don't know, I'm trying my hardest, guys, to just evolve, work with more businesses and build. If I was to tell you guys what my last couple weeks have been, man, it's been up and down, a bunch of BS, but it is what it is, okay? My plan for this live, guys, is to make sure that I'm informative, make sure that I'm answering some questions that I was actually given throughout my little absence. So hold on, y'all. Hold on. We're going to answer some questions first, okay? All right, we're going to answer some questions first, okay? So how about this? I'll put a poll up, and this is on every platform. And I said, ask me some questions. I got some questions. I'm going to give you guys the rundown. Number one, I want to shout out a guy that actually left a few dumb comments that kind of got under my skin, but it's my guy because he's a supporter, so I appreciate you. But he was saying that my eBay unbanding method no longer works, okay? So if you guys don't know, I've been the person that was doing the unbanning for a while. I was teaching people how to get unbanned, and I had a bunch of videos about this. Now, if you are looking to get unbanned from eBay, it's important that you follow a few steps, okay? You cannot get unbanned on eBay by just changing your Wi-Fi, changing the device, and making sure you use a different address, making sure you use a different name. That's not what I said, okay? In the video a couple months, or maybe a year ago, I said you wanna make sure you do a few steps, okay? Not just those. Now what I'm trying to do, I'm actually going to try to pull up the eBay unbanning. Okay, let me see if I can pull up the little structure that I had that actually helped people learn. Man, forget it. I'm about to just go ahead and give y'all the whole guide, man, because this is a question, more like a statement. He was basically trying to tell me that my method didn't work anymore, that he tried to do what I said and it didn't work because it asked for your social. So I want to make this very clear. eBay asks for your social, and that is true, okay? But they ask for your social for a few different reasons, and I don't know all of them, but I do know that it's not to try and see if you're somebody that was banned. It's actually just to verify if you're a person. And what this guy doesn't understand is that he could easily, I'm trying to pull him up now too, because we're going to put it up on the screen. He could have easily got unbanned and went about his day, but he forgot that he needed to change his bank account. And he didn't even say that he changed his bank account, or if he didn't change his bank account, but I'm assuming you didn't. If you don't follow the rules when it comes to getting them banned, you're going to stay banned, bro. Like, that's just how it works. And it ain't no hate, it ain't no problem, but I'm just letting you know, you got to make sure that you are, where is it at? You got to make sure, did he delete it? Oh man, I think he deleted it. But basically, I think I have it on my phone. He was basically telling me and saying, your method doesn't work, bro. I learned firsthand. Okay, so it says, I can confirm this doesn't work. They link your name and suspend your account. Not true. They link your social and suspend your account. I had new phone, new business account, new laptop, new Wi-Fi access, new address, and set up an EIN. Account lasted, and then it cut off. But I think he's saying account lasted like a couple days, and then it got taken down. Well, it only lasted a couple days, bro, because one, just because you use all of those things and you follow those instructions, it doesn't necessarily mean you're going to stay up. You have to make sure that you are also changing your banking information. And if you're saying that you did change your number, well, was it a text now number? Was it a regular number? Because obviously you didn't do something correct. And the reason I can tell you that is because I actually created a new eBay account the other day, literally because I needed to. And it is still up. I'm about to check it actually real quick while we are live. All right, I'm not doing really too many scripted lives anymore, y'all. I'm here, okay? I'll be busy, and I don't have time to plan these lives anymore. As far as trying to get too in depth, I want to be able to answer your questions, show you guys what I'm working on, and I want to be able to just spend some time with you guys just to answer your questions if you do have any. Now, I also have I got a few things I want to get off my chest. But let me go back to answering at least a few more questions. What eBay automation tools do you use, and which ones are worth the money? So eBay automation tools that I don't use many tools. I use outsourcing. I use people, right? So what I tend to do is I have my own service, eBay automation, as you sure do know, and we don't use any bots or any type of ads besides eBay ads, okay? We're more so focused on trying to build a system, and the system doesn't always generate sales immediately. Like, I'm not here to lie to you guys. I've been in a position before where I sat on an account that didn't get sales for a whole 3 weeks. But then when it started getting sales, it snowballed. It was a snowball effect, right? I tell people all the time, I'm not a magician. I don't just snap my fingers and then you just get rich or I get rich, right? I still struggle just as much as all of us do. So it's just all about understanding that when you're doing eBay and you're trying to grow with eBay, making the effort to be consistent, but also to make sure that you're sourcing the proper products is going to be key, imperative, but also making sure you got some type of system. Like, that's something that helped me, is having a system. So yeah. What else? Let me go to another question, because again, eBay automation is a great service, but again, I don't use any tools. And the reason I don't use tools is they're hit or miss, right? Like, I haven't found a good automation tool. If you're talking about accounts and that you create with these third-party apps, the drop shipping apps, drop shipping is a scam. Everybody that tells you they're drop shipping is a scammer. They're liars, okay? They are liars. All the people that's trying to tell you that they're rich because they drop ship are full of crap, okay? And I'm going to tell you this right now. 99% of them are making money from a bunch of different other stuff, like literally influence and social media, because they're literally making money teaching you how to do something they don't do. It's a bunch, okay? I want you guys to start realizing how much people are trying to finesse us nowadays. And we just got to be careful. Is AutoDS worth it for eBay dropshipping automation in 2025? Absolutely not. I know a bunch of people that got scammed with that and did not get any result. And the reason is because nobody is going to give you the plug on what products to drop ship and what products to sell, and it worked for you, but not all the other 18 million people subscribe to them, right? If you are trying to use a third-party software to tell you or help you list some products, I want you to really think about this real quick, okay? Let's think about it. Why would it just work for you? And if it doesn't just work for you, you mean to tell me you and you are selling these products and making money? It's BS. All right, that's BS. What's next, man? Can you fully automate an eBay dropshipping business? No, you can't automate a dropshipping eBay business because you still need to make sure that you're doing your touches, okay? I like to touch accounts. The reason I like to touch accounts is because if you leave it up to someone else, they're never going to appreciate or work on your business as hard as you. And a lot of people get lazy, man. That's why I got to stay on my own dang staff, because they get lazy just like everybody, man. And I personally get lazy too. So sometimes I got to keep myself up. So what I'm basically saying is don't trust nobody but yourself. All right. What is Vero protection and how do automation help it? So Vero is going to be the verification system with eBay. It's a system that basically tries to dictate what and how things flow on eBay. The policy violations, it just protects the platform from being subject to scammers, frauds. It's something that Facebook should definitely have, right? It's a bad and good thing, but I will tell you this: the Vero system is something that, if you list the correct way, it won't bother you, man. We don't really try to sell fake stuff. We try to be as honest as we can with customers so we can continue to make this bread. That's a lot of questions. Let's move on to something else. I don't want to do no more automation, guys. Yo, y'all asking a lot of the same questions, y'all. I'm sorry. Okay. How and where do you check for IMEIs? So when it comes to IMEIs, I look on SICW. I'll give you out a plug. I look on SICW. Go to SICW.com right now. I don't put my SICW on here anymore because when I do, people try to log in. It's kind of weird. Why would you do such a thing to me? You know what I mean? We family. Why would y'all try to, you know what I mean? But yes, you can actually go ahead and use SICW. SICW gives you a few options. Matter of fact, forget it. I'm finna log in, man. I don't even care, man. I don't even care because I think this is really important. This is important because if you don't know how to use SICW, you losing out. All right, cool. But what I'm going to do, I'm not going to really show my orders for, let me show I don't want to show any IMEIs I'm dealing with now. All right, I'm going to show from 2004. Listen, I had some bad experiences, guys, especially putting certain things online. All right, so let me show you guys real quick what I mean. All right. Dang, I ain't been on here a lot. I don't even know how to switch the screen, bruh. All right, so look, SICW is one of them platforms where you do have to pay, right? You have to pay. You pay like 10 cents to check an IMEI. If you don't got 10 cents, you probably should not be flipping phones because 10 cents is definitely worth you making sure that you know exactly what to expect when you're looking up these devices. So we have right here an iPhone 13 Pro Max Blue 256 AT&T, right? So if you look at the IMEI, it gives you both IMEIs, the MEID, the serial number, the estimated purchase date, the warranty status, iCloud lock, iCloud status, demo unit, loaner device, replacement device, refurbished device, purchase country, possible carrier, lock carrier, SIM lock status. Now, the reason I like SICW and the reason I use it when I'm phone flipping is because not only do I get this information, but I get to choose what type of information I get. So I'll give you guys a really good example. But first, I want to actually show you what I was looking for, and it's right here. So the reason I like SICW is actually saved me. I went to meet with someone to buy a phone. And when I went to go meet with this person to buy a phone, I'm thinking to myself that this person's giving me a great deal. This was the 16 Pro Max 1 terabyte. Now, this is probably a year ago. And I felt like he was maybe a scammer, but I didn't know because he was trying to sell me this phone for, I believe it was $720. But the iPhone 16 Pro Max 1 terabyte at that time was worth around $1,200. And I'm thinking to myself, I gotta steal. Well, lo and behold, when I went to go meet with this guy, I checked the IMEI and it said one crazy thing. And this crazy ass thing that it said saved me from actually handing my money over to him and instead saying I don't want it. I'm going to zoom in just a tad bit because I want you guys to see this, because anybody out there that is flipping phones, I don't want you to get caught slipping like a transmission. All right. So look at where it says model description, right? It says iPhone 16 Pro Max Black 1 terabyte, right? But then when you see next to it, you see that CH, right? That CHN, excuse me. That stands for China. That is an issue. Now, I want to really make this clear. It says limited warranty. It says the iCloud lock is on. It says clean. It says no. And then it says unlock, right? So you would think that this is an unlocked device and you good. You would think that you're good. If you did not actually pay attention to the fact that it says CHN right there and then China right here, you would think you're good. Well, what if I told you most IMEI checkers are not showing you this? Yes, they show a bit of the same information, but this shows me clear as day, especially on my phone, what the device actually is. And it's a China device, it says. So what the heck does that mean? Well, it means it is 99.8% a clone. Now, the phone he was trying to sell me was sealed in a box. So I had to rely on the IMEI, as he was like, oh, I don't want you to open it because then I'm going to lose some money. And, you know, that's a red flag right there. But it was one of those things where I ended up saving bread because I watched out for this mistake. Okay, so that's why I actually use SICW, because it definitely helps me. Now, also, what I like about SICK is I like the fact that you can actually unlock phones here too. Okay, now it doesn't always work, I'm gonna be honest, right? But they do have an unlocking service. It changes periodically. So you can pay $8 to unlock a clean active line on USA AT&T. You can pay $28 to unlock a US AT&T sold device that is 60 days old or young, excuse me, a Cricket device. So it gives you that flexibility too. And I really like that, okay? So like this is one of the things that I really use, the iCloud bypass. So it sends a signal, but this only works for certain phones. But again, I'll go in all of this in a video or something because it is way more complex than what I'm about to make it seem. But just know that you can bypass iCloud locks. You can bypass a bunch of things utilizing SICW. So if I was a phone flipper right now, I definitely would utilize SICW more than anything else. All right, so that's really important. And before I continue, I do want to talk about something, y'all. Make sure you go ahead and like my next or my previous video. If you guys don't know, I have a raffle coming up on Friday and I'm freaking hyped and pumped up about it. The raffle, or the little surprise that I got, is on Halloween. I'm going to be raffling off live. It's going to be just like this, live on Friday, 6 p.m. I'm going to be raffling off a resellers kit. But you got to comment what state you're from on my most recent video. The person that comments the most, obviously, throughout the time or duration of the waiting for the kit, is going to get more of a chance, because every time you comment where you're from on one of my videos and you're subscribed, you are going to be placed into the raffle. I got it all written down in a notebook, everybody that does comment, okay? I have some people that tell me they from here and from there, and these are the simple things you could do to become a part of the raffle so that you can start making this bread with some free products, okay? I think that's pretty cool. All right, let me actually see if I can pull it up for you, because I do want people to get this free stuff. And also, y'all helping me, and y'all helping me. I mean, I ain't about to lie. Y'all definitely helping me. You feel me? So this is how it looks, guys. So all you got to do to enter the raffle, just I'm in Long Beach, California, I'll respond. When I reply, that basically is letting you know that I see that comment and that you're in the raffle. Okay, so I see Tabitha, she did it. I see a bunch of others that did it. So all you got to do, comment under the video. Make sure you guys subscribe and like the video. And the more videos you do this under, the more I'm entering you into the raffle. I'm going to start doing stuff like this every single month because I feel like it's a unique little thing to be able to give back to people that I am actually entertaining and that entertain me. We all going to support each other. I'm not here to be a movie star. You feel me? I'm not here to be an entertainer. I'm here to make this bread, bro. That's what we own. All right. So that is very important. Okay. Now, when it comes to phone flipping, I do want to talk about the price list. So the price list did have an update. It continues to have updates, especially since the iPhone 17 Pro Max is, making its way as far as to different buyers, and they're starting to be able to buy or accept new iPhone 17 Pro Maxes. Now, if you guys remember, when it comes to the used ones, there has not been any traction. And I'm actually about to look at it before I say anything to see if they have. So I have a group chat with buyers, and usually what they'll do is they'll just send me their price list. So let me see. Yeah, I got some new ones, some new price lists. Let me see though. But they're usually, yeah, they're all for locked. No, they're for new. No, only new. Let me see. Because we're looking for used. But the problem you won't find, the reason they don't give prices on used iPhone 17s is because none of them are really considered used. They're all fairly new. So even if you do try to sell one, it's not going to be used. It's less than 60 days old. So it's not necessarily a used device. You feel me? But nevertheless, we got the iPhone 17 Pro Max 256 for $810 when it comes to A+. But what I want to do, I want to actually stick with the B grade because that's going to be the grade that we're usually going to get. And I want to tell you why not to buy the iPhone 17 Pro Max to flip. Don't buy it because it's going to cost you way more money than what it would cost you to buy a 14 or a 15. When it comes to 16s, they're in limbo right now. I wouldn't really necessarily buy those because you're going to have people that are looking to sell them, but they're trying to get their money back for that 17, so they're trying to charge you up. You feel me? And I'm not really one to be charged up, you know? If we go to offer up, I'm sure I can show you guys. Let's see, iPhone 16. Now, another little tip that I would give you guys, if you're somebody out there looking to make bread, you got some capital, you can go ahead and buy some of these newer devices and just sell them like to consumers. Don't sell them to buyers, to consumers. I know a lot of us, we want to sell to buyers, but Q4 is one of those times where it's like, bro, you might as well sell it to consumers over selling it to buyers because consumers are in the buyer market right now. Like literally, they want to buy stuff right now. So you would be better off just literally buying an iPhone 16 and then selling it to someone. Like prime example, this right here. But see, and I'm gonna talk y'all through. I'll probably make let's make 10 offers, I guess, right? I like to make 10 offers in the morning, 10 offers at night. This is like my best practice in what I do. But here's the thing. When I look at this, the first thing I want to do is make sure that, hold on, y'all. I want to make sure it's recent. And I also want to, no, I'm not going to do that. All right, so we're just going to stay right here. I want the 16, let's hypothetically say. Me looking at these first 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So me looking at these first 12, I'm going to tell y'all this. I will not buy this promoted one. And the reason is because when I see a promoted device for $350, it automatically triggers in my brain scam. Why? Because this person paid for promotion, plus they're trying to sell it for $350. cheap. Now, I can go here and I can look and see how much a 16 is worth right now. So a 16, and remember, we're always going to do grade B because that's standard. Grade B is going to be a regular phone that's in fair condition. Grade B plus is a newer device. It looks new, basically. It's a pristine device, just no box. A plus is a pristine device plus a box. I don't make the grades, but I always make it so that you're overgrading so that you never lose money. That's like my goal. I like to overgrade. So even if I do got a B plus, I'd rather think I got a B because I save bread no matter what. You know what I mean? Because I've met with buyers plenty of times thinking I had one type of phone, and then I would meet with them and they say, oh, no, this has crack. I'm like, what do you mean it got a crack, bro? It don't got no crack. Yeah, it do. And then they like get their little hand sanitizer. They get this little wipe out. They start scrubbing the screen, putting flashlights and blue lights and trying to like show me the scratch. I'm like, bro, I just paid $700 for this. You talking about it's a scratch on here, bro? I digress. I used to be snapping on buyers. Do you hear me? I used to be snapping on buyers. I used to get so mad because I would know it's a B plus, no scratches, pristine condition, and they will always find something. So that's why I always tell y'all, let's just stick with grade B, right? Look at how grade B, the iPhone 16 is worth $410. So I already know this seems like a scam, right? But hold on, let me show you something. So let's say you're like, nah, B, it's not a scam. I'm just trying to show y'all how I could tell you and how I could tell a scam before I actually click, okay? So this is Cheyenne Ruffin. Like the first and last name, red flag off the rip. Then they got 2 followers and no rating. Made this in September. Some type of weird fake profile picture. This is fake. This is 2 months ago. This is fake. No lower than 330. Like, this is crazy. Brand new. If it's too good to be true, leave the listing alone. Okay. Now I'll tell you what I think is real here is obviously these two. And this right here. Because see, it has to fit in this. Like all the prices here are market value. Like all the prices here are 1,000% correct. And if you guys don't know what this is the buyer's price list. This tells you exactly how much to pay for phones. And it also gives you the option to sell phones to buyers all around the world. 50 international buyers to be exact. So what you can do, this is the website. You can go over to learn, go to price list. And what happens is it would take you here, and this should take you to the price list tab. Boom. So now you can get the price list. It's $87, okay? That's what I'm in, the price list. But the price list just helped us avoid a scam because now we know for a fact the iPhone 16 is actually worth, even locked, it's worth $350. Therefore, we know for a fact they're not going to sell it for $350. Now, how do we know, Brandon? Well, because that's how the phone market works. People usually always know, especially people that buy phones from T-Mobile and then resell it to people like us. They know how much these phones are worth. Why? Because they probably have a few buyers and they're just trying to get them to compete against each other. That's the goal. The goal is to get multiple buyers so that you never have to take a loss, right? So again, you want to understand that, keep that in mind, and not overcompensate yourself and try to finesse the system. We don't finesse systems. We just make sure we're capitalizing off of them. So we want to make sure we're sticking with the right price point. So we see that's $550. I'm going to give y'all an example of how I would do this. You ready? So $550. I know that's how much the phone is that they want. I mean, that's how much they want for the phone. But then I go to the price list. I know for a fact on that price list that a locked iPhone, 128, $350, right? So I can go ahead and say 550 minus 350. The difference is 200. So this is obviously a cheaper phone compared to what these people or this person thinks. So I'm in a little pickle. And this is the perfect phone to make this example with. I just sold a little boo-boo doll. This is the perfect example to make this to do. So here's the point. We cannot persuade somebody to take $200 off of their initial want, right? But we can self-assess and say, all right, if I buy this phone for $350 or $360 or $380, I could probably sell this for $450. But the problem is I won't be able to sell it for $450 with a buyer. It has to be a consumer. So that's when we end up actually selling these devices to consumers over buyers to make sure that we're staying on track. All right. It's very important that you are utilizing the price list to finesse the system as far as knowing exactly what these price lists are worth. All right. Very, very important. Now, what I want to do, guys, is I also want to run through something. I want to show you guys something real quick. If you want some free stuff, stick with me. Ready? So I'm going to, okay. So if you want to get some free stuff, this is what you're going to do. Okay. You're going to go over to my Instagram or my TikTok, either one, right? And all you got to do is click the link in my bio. Now you click the link on my bio, I got a little gift and a present for y'all. You can literally get one of these things for a discount. This is free, but this ain't free. The $25 reseller sample kit is not free. That is $25, but the reseller's beginner guide, which is actually a guide I was just charging $300 for, you get for free. All right. Now I got more freebies dropping this week as well. I try to get them out by tomorrow. It includes a phone preview. It includes the DM script pack. So I took a lot of the freebies I used to have down to revamp them, research, and make them better. Again, I try to do most of my work by myself so that I can make sure it's at the quality that I want it. But let's actually talk about this reseller sample kit. So this is a kit that I created where people could actually get it and be able to test the products before actually buying them on wespoy.com. So you got the clones, charger cables, headphones, and a trending product. These all come in one box. Now, the reason why this is a steal is because the clones, right? If you go here and then you go over to audio, right? The clones cost $28. The box itself that you're getting 4 things with costs $25. Look, so for one, you're paying $28. But if you get the reseller sample kit, you're getting one for $25. Plus more. It's a win. It only makes sense. And I've been trying to do these things and try to find ways to give better deals because I understand we are definitely in hard times just as people, but also as people trying to make money. And it can become quite difficult. So I created this resellers sample kit, not because I'm making money with it, if I'm being honest. I just hope to be able to get you as a loyal customer after you test the products. That's my win. Because, again, I think it's really important nowadays to try and capitalize, y'all, because we got to make this bread. We got to make this money, man. We got to make this money. I told you I have a meeting at 7. So, what else can I talk about real quick, man? I missed y'all, man. I literally got to the crib. I put the shorts on. And I said, I'm going live. That's literally what happened. I said, I'm going live. Of course, I needed a Celsius. Of course. Cheers, man. I love y'all, man. Cheers. Of course. I missed y'all. These have been selling really well, right? These are the MagSafe little cases. These have been selling really well. I did not expect them to sell as good as they were. And this is where I keep a lot of my sample products, like things that I'm selling for eBay and stuff. But look how empty, look how empty these drawers is, man. Look how empty these drawers is, man. I'm putting that work in, man. I'm telling you, I've been putting this work in. I've been putting this work in. My goal is to clear these drawers out every single week. That's my goal. Facebook, eBay, Mercari, OfferUp, man. Of course, eBay. Of course. But what else? Let me tell y'all, let's stop talking about what's selling and let me talk about some failures. Let me talk about what's not selling. You feel me? You know what's not selling? Where is it at? Where is it at? I think it's these. These ain't selling. These right here are not selling, bruh. These right here are not selling. I thought the camera was down here. It's right here. These are not selling. Why though? They cost me too much for me to price them too low. And that's the problem. And I gotta take the L. And I know for a fact there's been plenty of times where I'm telling y'all, guys, this product is selling great and this product is selling good. But like, let's be real. Sometimes you miss and sometimes I miss. And this was a miss. These are 20,000 mAh power banks. These are powerful power banks. That means they cost bread. And they look very, like they don't look nice. Like they're not like, to give you an example, for the amount I paid for these would have to be sold for like $40 to $50. These don't look like no $50, in my opinion, power banks. The packaging. Are they heavy? Yeah. Are they good? Yeah, but it's about the packaging. It's about the packaging. Those are something good. This right here. This is selling good, but we got another problem with these, right? So, distributor sends me these, right? I think I ordered probably, I didn't order a lot. I ordered like 43, okay? Tell me how, and I have one right here. I got, out of the 43, about over half were defective. So, look, I can't show y'all because the camera's facing another way, but look at this. I'm gonna turn the light on. I'm gonna just push this button to turn this on. Ready? Like, you see that? It won't turn on. It keeps turning on and off. And not just that, it turned my other lights off. It's a powerful light, but I don't know. I don't know why it wouldn't. I don't know. It's defective. So I gotta get in touch with the distributor on that because that's costing me bread. That's costing me bread, man. That's costing me money. But that has been a few failures, and I'm gonna bring y'all some more. Because again, these lives are gonna be more just kickback, and y'all can answer questions and me talk about, what's going on. Because again, I think my main purpose of starting lives back in the day was really just to be transparent with y'all, not be salesy or try to force information. I like when I'm just me because then that's when you get the most raw and relatable content, you know what I mean? Of me actually showing you or teaching you or even letting you guys know where I failed at, you feel me? That's a really big thing, is just being honest and transparent on where I failed, where I failed, because I feel a lot, and I'm sick and tired of like seeing a bunch of people so hard on themselves because they feel like they're failing and they feel like they're not doing good enough. It's a lot of y'all. It's a lot of people out there that feel like they're not doing good enough, including myself. But there's always somebody else that messed up more. There's always somebody else that fucked up or did something stupid and it sort of kind of backfired on them, and they're dealing with some stuff just as much as you. So like, we got to really understand that nobody's perfect, and I have a video coming out on Hustler Taught Me that I'm editing right now. And I never knew this month I made $15,000 selling AirPod clones. I made $15,000 selling these. Okay? But here's the problem. Right? And y'all can get these at wesply.com. Y'all know I'm a hustler, so you know what I mean? You know how I go. You know how I get it. But I'm gonna always keep it a stack with y'all. Watch this. So you can get these clones right here, right? I recommend getting the 12 packs because then you're getting them cheaper. But anyway, so I made 15. I'm like, oh man. So I'm doing the video. I'm adding the numbers up. I'm like, yo, I made 15. Well, why do I don't feel like it? Right? So I start looking at, and again, like when this stuff happens, you really do got to look at your bread, your money, because you don't know who's stealing. You don't know who's taking inventory. You don't know none of that, right? So I'm sitting there. I'm like, yo, where did 15 go? Because, all right, if I made 15, I'm not seeing it. You feel me? So I sit there and I actually look at some numbers, and guess what? A lot of that money went to employees. A lot of that money went to employees. Now, why do I tell y'all that? Well, the reason I'm telling you that is because, oh, thank you for the rose. I didn't even see this TikTok, my fault. Thank you everybody for all the love over there. A lot of the times, guys, there's, how can I put this? Sacrifice. There's sacrifice. Ethan, what do you sell on eBay? Everything, bruh. Well, no, I'm lying. I sell electronics. It's a boo. I'm sorry for not seeing what you sent me. It's a stew. It's a stew. It's a stew. It's a stew. That's your name, right? But thank you for all the love. Sacrifice, right? So sometimes what you end up having to do is, instead of pay yourself, pay your employees or give people bonuses. I got an employee that got his car broken in the other day, like 2 weeks ago. What I have to do, replace his window. Like, there's a bunch of things. So like all of that profit that I made actually went, it went somewhere else. You know, it didn't actually go to me. And when you see that, it kind of hurts. I'm not even gonna lie to you. It's frustrating because it's like, damn, bruh. Like, I'm hurting because the bills that I have are too close to the money I make in general, because that's the cost of doing business without using any credit. Which, that's one of the biggest things I think I like hate, is that I didn't start my business utilizing my credit more, you know? But it is what it is, man. I love y'all, man. Thank you for everybody that tapped in, tuned in, man. I appreciate you. I love you like a fat kid love cake. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to go live again. I might go on Twitch actually in a few hours and stream. So definitely head over to my Twitch, y'all. If you have a Twitch, make sure you tap into my Twitch. For some reason, TikTok, I love TikTok, but it don't be letting me go live and see my comments on TikTok. I'm getting that fixed hopefully soon. I've been waiting, but definitely make sure you guys go ahead and check out my Twitch. I have not been on my Twitch in a while as far as like looking at it. This is my Twitch. Hustler Taught Me. So definitely go ahead and tap into my Twitch. I think I'm going to start streaming on there more. Again, I just want to be more consistent with the streams. Again, I used to go live like every day. You know, I used to go live every day. I think I stopped because I got discouraged. To be honest, I got discouraged and I didn't feel good enough. Same thing with YouTube, man. It's times where To be honest, I don't feel good enough to be on YouTube or to upload the videos, man. I just don't be feeling good enough. I don't feel like I'm getting the love that I don't want to say that I deserve, but I feel like already I'm about to tell you. You know how you be like, I'm a YouTuber, and then when you like, I'm a YouTuber, people automatically be like, oh, I'm gonna subscribe, I'm gonna look at your YouTube. And then I feel like when they look at my YouTube, even though I don't go around telling people I'm a YouTuber, I'll usually be caught filming or something, and then they'll be like, what you do? But then it's like, they ask you what you do, and then you're like, I do YouTube. Like, this is actually, I do YouTube, like, literally do it. Just to let y'all know. Like, this isn't like a hobby for me. So then they see my views, and I'm like, damn, yeah, I'm still nobody. But I still do YouTube. And for a while, that has got to me. And I try to be transparent at the end of my lives to tell y'all, like, little things that get to me, because I think it's really funny how people get on the internet and try to act like they shit don't stink, or they try to act like nothing is wrong, or they try to act like they're just so rich, or they try to act like they're just the selling gurus that can't do shit wrong. Bro, my kids is acting bad as hell in school and growing up and acting grown. My business is doing well, but Q4 is always stressful. I got a bunch of people pulling me different ways personally for different things. I'm trying to manage my self-love, you feel me? Just loving myself, caring about me. You feel me? And then it's just like, you put in a lot of work and then you feel like you ain't recognized. It sucks, but you got to keep going. Like, there's not one. Now, I ain't going to lie. About 2 days ago, I thought about quitting YouTube. I said, yo, listen, man. And I was just talking to myself. I'm like, bro, like, this is about to be it for me. I swear. I said that. I was dead ass serious. I'm like, yo, this is about to be it for me. Like, I'm about to just stop doing it, because obviously the things that I'm doing, people don't like. And one thing about me is I'm not one person that's going to sell people salt when they don't want it, or sell a product and they don't want it. I'm not going to try to shove it down their throat, you know? So I felt really discouraged, and it doesn't help that the people around me take from me more than pour into me, but that's not their job. That's my job. My job is to pour into myself. And I just tell y'all all of that just to say, please don't give up, man. If I ain't giving up, man, that don't make it. Listen, I ain't stronger than you. I ain't better than you. I'm just like you. But we ain't gonna give up, bro. We gotta keep growing. And then we gotta start feeling like, or seeing or understanding that if we are in a position to where we are not getting what we want, we gotta change and pivot and do some other things. You feel me? That's all it is. We gotta do some other things. That's it. It ain't about nothing, you hear me? I love y'all, man. All right, I gotta go. I'm late. I'm 7 minutes late for the meeting. All right, y'all. Oh, gotta keep your head up. Yes. Gotta keep your head up. Wookie Wonka. Do it for yourself, not others. Yes, sir. Exactly, man. And that's hard, though. It's hard. Like, let's keep it a stack. It's definitely hard to do it for yourself when you influence others. It gets harder because the influence builds pressure. You know what I mean? But you can't let that pressure affect you, and you are absolutely right. All right? I appreciate everybody that has tapped in and joined, man. I am just thankful, and I will see you guys tomorrow, man. Make sure you guys watch my last YouTube video. It means a lot. Please leave a comment and let me know where you're from in my last YouTube video so I can enter you into the raffle for the Resellers Kit. Before I get off, I'm already late, and here's what the Resellers Kit is, right? The Resellers Kit that I'm going to be giving away for free is the $250 kit. It's the 30-piece box. Hold on. There we go. It's a 30-piece box, okay? You get 30 products for $250. I'm giving it away for free. All you got to do is go to my latest videos, not this one, but just comment where you're from. And then I'm going to comment back to let you know you're in the raffle and all that. My latest video is this one. I'm just trying to get, I'm trying to get, listen, I'm just trying to grow. We at 11K. I'm just so thankful for that, guys. Thank you so much. I love you guys. But yeah, I got to go now. All right, y'all. Peace. I love y'all. I'll see y'all later. All right, y'all have a good one and take care.